pretty much got all I'm gonna do. Let's just go over what we already talked about, so I can make some notes. See if you remember something that you don't, maybe you don't know you remember. So, today, just tell me about the morning.
Okay. I don't know what time we got up, probably, Laci got up and went and, assumed she had some cereal for breakfast. She eats right when she wakes up, otherwise she gets sick because she's pregnant. I laid around in bed longer. I got up at 8 o'clock probably or so. Showered. And, we were watching her favorite show, Martha Stewart. Watched a little bit of that.
You didn't watch the whole thing though?
No.
You remember what part you saw? I mean, I don't know what.
Yeah. Some cooking deal, I don't know.
Okay.
Cookies of some sort. They're talking about what to do with meringue.
And I can't remember, your house, you had the converted garage area, is that your TV room like?
Yeah.
Is that where you were then? Okay, did you eat any breakfast?
Yeah, apple cereal.
Okay, and then, what? When did you realize you were gonna go fishing?
Oh, that was a morning decision. It's either
That was a morning
go
decision.
play golf at the club or go fishing.
Okay.
Seemed too cold to go play golf at the club, so, yeah, just decided to, 9:30 or whatever left.
Mhm.
Just told her what she was gonna do for the day and.
Okay, so she told you what she was gonna do for the day?
Yeah.
And what was that?
She's gonna finish cleaning up, like I said, she's mopping the kitchen floor. Take the dog for a walk, and then she's going to the store to buy for Christmas morning breakfast tomorrow. And that was gonna be involved prep. So that was right, just prepping the breakfast, and she's gonna make gingerbread cookies for tonight.
What was she mopping?
The tile in the entryway area.
The entry of your front door or the entry of your little into your converted?
No, not the front door, but that back door that we came in.
Right, where the mop was outside of it?
No.
Where your dogs, the one out to your backyard?
Okay, if you have the converted garage,
Yeah.
right, then you have the kitchen,
Yeah.
then you have a room with 2 chairs in it.
Right.
Yeah, that room, in the kitchen. I don't know how far she planned to go. She had me put the bucket by the front door for her.
So she asked you to put the mop bucket by the front door?
Yeah, she's, much pregnant, not gonna pick it up or anything, so I filled it up for her. Put it in the central place.
Did you move it back after or when you come home, or how did it get outside? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you put it out there?
Dog and the cat ran in. Yeah, she wasn't about to lift anything heavy.
So when you left, do you remember what she was wearing?
Black pants, white long sleeve top.
The kind of buttons or?
No, just like a long sleeve t-shirt kind of thing, but, didn't say anything on it or.
Jacket or shoes?
No.
No shoes? Do you notice if her jacket was there? Or did she wear it, like if she went walking at 10 o'clock or 9:30,
She just steals my stuff.
She uses your stuff?
Yeah, you know,
Mhm.
doesn't return his stuff, so I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. She could have had hers or mine or nothing, I don't know.
How about shoes? Does she have a certain kind of shoes that she walks in or?
Yeah, I usually a pair of white tennis shoes.
You know, did you remember if they were there or not?
The officers and I looked for them in their normal place, which is outside of our wet bar. They were not there, but we didn't look further, so they could be in the house. They weren't where they normally left. You saw mine where those were, where they normally keep.
Okay, so then about 9:30 you left and you drove your four-door truck.
Yep.
And you went over to your shop?
Right.
And what did you do over there?
I assembled my mortiser. You know what a mortiser is?
No.
It's a woodworking tool to make tables. Maybe you saw it on the trailer there. About yay big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got that, so I assembled it. Checked my email. Sent one email. Then took the boat up. And
Who'd you send the email to?
to Eric Van Enos, my boss. The happy holidays email. He left me a message on my phone this morning.
Eric Van Enos?
Mm-hmm.
I spell Enos.
INNIS.
You know his phone number?
Sure.
Did you tell him about this yet?
No.
Get the 559 in?
No, this is going to be a number in Portugal.
In Portugal? That's where your boss is?
To access internationally, dial 011. Country code is 35. The number is 191-9835-253. That's his mobile number.
Does he have a home? Do you have that or
I
not?
don't have a home number for him.
Do you know what his email was or?
It's E. Van Enos. Hell, I don't know.
That's okay. Does he
Say
live
big
in Portugal? He lives there?
Yeah, in Portugal.
Speak English?
Yeah, Farrell. He's a Belgian guy.
Okay, so you assembled this, what was the thing you assembled called?
Called a mortiser. For mortise and tenon joints.
Where'd you get that?
Ordered it online. eBay auction, actually.
Is that for home or for work?
Just for home, like to woodwork.
You do a little bit of that? Okay, the fax you got, you hadn't got it yet? Or did
Yeah, I
you?
guess not. I don't know.
You can't-
Honestly, I can't remember when I picked it up.
Okay.
I remember that the boat was arriving in 26, and I wasn't happy about that, but other than that, it may have been when I got back from the office.
Okay, then you hooked your boat up,
Mm-hmm.
and you know about what time you left Modesto?
Gosh, I don't know. Extrapolate what time I got that deal at noon, is that right?
Yeah, that was, no one.
Which one is it there? You know, it has 2 times?
Oh, okay.
Which one's right?
Tuesday. Time 12:54 on December 21st, time, but it expires Okay. Expires 11:59 PM Tuesday. Okay, so you got there at 1 o'clock.
I got there at 1.
Yeah, about 1.
And I imagine it took at least an hour and a half.
Yeah, okay, so it'll have been 12, it'll be 11:30 about.
Yeah, it's probably longer than that.
Probably a
You get on 55 with that trailer.
Okay, did you drive straight there?
I did.
You stop for lunch?
No.
You buy bait?
Nope, not a big fisherman.
You didn't buy no lunch? You didn't eat nothing? You didn't take a lunch?
No, I didn't. I was damn hungry for that pizza when I got home.
Okay, so if you got to about 5 minutes to 1, you get your boat in, how long do you think you stayed in the water?
Felt like an hour and a half or so. But I didn't watch or anything, but see if I was getting home at 30 or 2. I don't know, an hour and a half, I guess, probably accurate.
Did you have a map for that area, or?
No.
Would you just wing it? So you just, when you got in your boat and you took off, did you go very far, or?
Well, I mean, probably a couple miles, went north, found like a little island kind of deal there. Island had a bunch of trash on it. I remember a big sign that said no landing. It looked like some broken piers around it, and I just assumed it would be a decent, shallow area.
Did you troll?
A little bit. I mean, a lot of the reason I went was just to get that boat in the water to see,
Yeah.
Amy, what's going on, Amy? Yeah. Oh, I don't know, where are you at now? In front of our house? Okay. Yeah, where, you guys at your place, obviously, where are Nate and Brent going? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Thanks, I appreciate that, yeah. Can I give you a call back on a while? Thanks, Amy. Sister-in-law.
Amy, that was Lacey's sister?
Different, mothers.
Okay, so you fished 90 minutes, about, then what, you go back to the marina, get back in your boat.
Yeah.
You see anybody, you talk to anybody out there?
Talked to a couple guys fishing, asked me, did you catch anything? And no, they didn't either. The guys working, fixing, maintenance guys got a good laugh at me trying to back down the trailer.
Okay.
So a couple guys laughing and a couple guys talking about fishing.
Then what, you drive, how did you get there?
Highways, you mean?
Yeah.
What's the highway to Oakland? It's 580?
Yeah.
And then you take 80 north, right, to go to, like, going to Sacramento or,
So you took 580 to 80, no, okay.
yeah, and it's like the second exit in Berkeley.
Come home the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah, stop for gas.
Stop for gas in, I guess it's Livermore or Pleasant. Which one's near the Altamont?
Livermore. Okay. Where'd you stop?
I think it's a Chevron station. There's a around there.
Was that on the way home or the way in there?
Well,
How'd you pay?
credit card.
You have the receipt still?
I didn't get a receipt.
Debit card or credit card?
Debit. Sorry, yeah, I don't know which way they counted debit or credit when you stick it in there.
But it was your bank, it wasn't a Chevron card.
Right, it's my, eBay, ATM, debit, credit card combo.
You didn't get it in the store? Okay, when you got in the car, when did you call, you said?
I called Laci, just as I was leaving the marina.
Home
Told her
phone?
where I was, home and the mobile.
What's your home number?
524-2049.
You left a message.
Yes.
And then what's your mobile?
402-8806.
You know her password?
8184.
So if you called her number and it would tell you, does it tell you what time the call comes in?
I don't know, you timestamps. Try it out. Yesterday at 2:16.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to repeat it?
I think 9.
Second. How many messages she had? Two?
2 new ones.
Okay, yeah, I'll say it was probably your dad or somebody. Okay.
So the first one was 2:15.
Yeah. Okay, so then you get gas, You drive straight home.
To the warehouse, drop off the boat.
Okay.
And go home.
Did you, when you left, were you wearing, what were you wearing when you left?
Blue jeans and blue t-shirt.
And what were those shoes?
Oh, Timberland.
Which jacket? One in in your truck?
Well, when I left the house, I didn't have a jacket on.
Right.
When I was in the warehouse, I had that green pullover on. It was in my truck, you saw. When it started raining, I had a camo jacket on in the boat. And a tan hat.
Okay, so then you went back to the shop. You unhooked the boat.
Mhm.
What happened? What else did you do? Anything else?
No, I looked at, I guess I saw that fax. I was like getting home, so I went straight home.
Anybody else in the warehouse area? Anybody?
Not this afternoon, there was a field there this morning. I think there's anyone there, so.
Okay, so then. So that fax came in and it's 3 hour time difference.
Yeah, New Jersey, it's 3 hours.
Okay, so then you drive, did you try to call her anymore?
Just, well, once in the arena, both phones, and then, later on, when was that second call?
No, the second call wasn't from you, it was from her dad or somebody.
I left a second message on mobile.
There was only one from you.
Really?
There was two there, but one was left at like 5:30 in the afternoon. It was an old gruffy voice said, Laci, everybody looking for you. Didn't say who it was.
That's been wrong. Why don't I left two at home? I thought I left two on the mobile. Maybe I didn't leave the second one on the mobile.
So the two at home though, one was from when you left and one was some other time? Or?
One was when I left Berkeley, and the other one was when I was driving in Livermore, and the traffic was pretty bad. Knew I wouldn't be home by 4, so he gave her a call.
Okay, so then what? You drive home.
Mm-hmm.
You backed in?
Yeah.
Your car was? You always do that?
Yeah, I've had that box broken into a couple times. Well, not broken into, but I failed to lock it a few times and got the umbrellas. Now I was back in.
Those umbrellas, were they in your car before too?
Put them in this morning. Intent was to leave them at the warehouse.
Until you took them to Berkeley with you?
Yeah. Got to take them out.
So you put the umbrellas in there this morning because you were going to store them at the warehouse?
Yeah, they're getting.
Would you just forget?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I even saw them in there when I locked the door, you know, but I'm lazy.
Okay, then you got home, then how'd you go, what door did you go in?
Went in what I would call our back door, which is that French door where my shoes were at.
You see your dog out there?
Yeah, he's there.
And did he still have his leash on?
Mhm. So I took the hat off, obviously.
What'd you do with it?
Put it on the picnic table.
The French doors were unlocked?
Just
Okay, what'd you do when you go in?
dog and the cat followed me in, so I dumped out that mouth water. The cat went over to it.
Where was the mop bucket?
If you remember our front door, there's a little white wood piece built in, just in front of that.
Okay, so your dog and cat come in through the doors, and your cat goes over to this bucket.
Yeah.
And what was it gonna drink out of it, or?
Looked like it to me.
So you just picked it up and walked it out the front door then?
No, that little side door.
Okay.
So it was right outside of.
And then you just set it out there?
Dumped it, set it in there.
Then what'd you do?
Put my clothes in the washer. Took out those rags, threw my clothes in there.
Were you calling for Laci, or,
Oh yeah, of course.
but she wasn't home?
Assume she's at her mom's.
You put your jeans, your blue t-shirt, anything else in there?
I think that green pullover was in there too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Did you start the washer?
Yeah.
Did you put soap?
Mhm.
Okay, then what?
Grabbed some pizza from the fridge.
Took the box out?
Yeah, put it on the counter like it was. Bought the milk. And jumped in the shower.
You had a glass of milk?
No, small one, yeah.
Okay, then you put it in glass?
Yeah.
How much pizza did you have?
I think just one full piece and half a bite of another one.
Then you took a shower?
I took the pizza with me, start the shower.
Did you call her mom?
After I get out of the shower and put clothes on. That's when I checked the messages.
Were there any?
Yeah.
Yours?
Mine, there were 3, 2 for me, 1 from Ron, her stepfather, asking for whipped cream when we came over, and that's when I said, hey, where? She's calling me for whipped cream.
Did you race them?
No.
The one from Ron, do you know if that was before yours or after yours?
I believe it was after.
Okay, so then you called over at once?
Right.
Had they heard from her?
No, not all day.
No, was that unusual or no?
I think we were supposed to be there at dinner at 6 or 6:30.
What's Lacey's mom's name?
Sharon Rocha. Ron Gransky.
Okay,
They're,
are they together?
not,
You calling?
never been married, but, common law marriage is what it's called, been together for 15 years or whatever.
All right, well, that's her stepdad. Or,
But common law marriage, I mean, she called him Ron, and that's what you're asking.
so you guys were supposed to be there, you're supposed to go to dinner there tonight at 6:30 or last night at 6:30? Okay, so you told Sharon or did you talk to Ron?
Talked to Mom, Sharon.
And what,
I asked if Lacey was there. Told me no.
who called us?
Ron did.
Did he tell you who's gonna call? Who else, did you call other people in?
I called Sharon, and then I called a couple of Lacey's closer friends, I think Stacy and Renee. And had the phone book out to call hospitals when I think Sharon called me back at that point, said that they would do that, call the police, and for me to check the neighbors and go to the park.
Sharon, you wanna
I'm pretty sure on that sequence. I mean, I may have checked the neighbors, then come back and got the phone book.
Right, sure.
Yeah, Sharon had Ron calling the hospitals. And obviously this.
Did you do that? Did you check neighbors?
I did.
Did you go to the park?
After I checked the neighbors, came back, called Sharon one more time. She said, we're going to the park. And we have the police going there also. So that went on there.
Had any of your neighbors saw anything or heard anything or?
First neighbor I checked with was directly across the street. Her name's Amy. It's her son that was talking about the white truck. She mentioned the Christmas light thing to me.
Tell me about that again.
She said that our outside Christmas light, the icicle ones, went on just before I got home. I didn't notice that they were on when I got home, but then she mentioned it, looked across the street, they were on. They get plugged into an outlet. I didn't plug them in today. And then when we returned from the park, a couple hours later, they were off. So I don't know. I mean, they appeared to still be plugged in. They must have overheated or something.
So Amy said just before you came home, the lights got turned on. She saw that.
Checked with her. Went to the left. No one was there. Left a note at Karen's. And checked to the right of Amy's.
These Christmas lights, you got to plug them in yourself, you said.
Yeah, there's an outlet outside in the storage shed area. Maybe you noticed that area.
I saw where you had your lawnmower and stuff.
Yeah, my golf bag.
And the door was open when I was in there.
Right.
So in there, there's a plug, and you just plug it in, those lights go on. And then you said they were on when you were talking to Amy.
Right.
A couple hours later, they were off.
Yeah.
But they were still plugged in.
Yeah, well, I didn't go up and try the plug, so,
Okay.
but I don't see why they wouldn't have been. I mean, maybe it got, hit by a cat or something like that, I don't know. I didn't check.
Who'd you leave a note with?
Karen Service, if you're looking at our house, she's immediately to the left. She's the one that was telling you about the dog coming running up to her leash.
You left a note at her place? Was there anything out of unusual, out of normal in your house?
The only unusual things were the leash and the door being unlocked.
The front door, or the French doors?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call the back door.
Right.
Right.
Okay, well, we're in your room and we're talking about your closet. Look like a couple duffel bags down. That was normal, or?
Yeah.
Did you get something out of the duffel bag that was on the ground, a raincoat or something today?
Out of that blue bag, the
Mhm.
Nike bag, I took my tennis shoes out of it.
The ones you wore?
No, the white ones that were right on top of the wet bar.
Did you do that recently?
This morning. I think that was this morning. But the leather brown one, I just toss up there. And the other one, I hardly ever use, so it's just.
How about the gun? How long has that been in your car?
Probably a month. To Lone Pine shoot pheasants, took it with me.
Is that your gun?
It's obviously seen better days, but
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't think I tried to shoot it once in Lone Pine, it didn't go off. So it's,
I mean, have you had it a long time?
yeah, I think I got it. Well, it may be registered to me or maybe registered to my father actually, because I think I may have gotten that before I was 18. I don't know. Yeah, it's a llama. And he was a buyer on it.
So it's been in your glove box about a month?
I think so. I'd have to check the date on when I went to Lone Pine.
Lone Pine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
South
so,
of Bishop.
right. What, you went up there, pheasant hunting, obviously, but you don't use that to shoot pheasant anymore. Have you fired it recently?
A pistol?
Yeah.
No. Not within the past year, no.
Did you go to Lone Pine with anybody?
I have my father.
Your dad lives down San Luis Obispo, or?
San Diego.
You know how many it was loaded with?
I don't.
The old date? The towels that were in the washing machine, you don't know where they were what they were used on.
No, I assume, I assume that Margarita used them Monday, but I don't know what surfaces or anything like that.
How often does she come over?
It's like once every 2 weeks. This is her third time for us.
You think she was there Monday?
Yeah, there she was.
Okay, you guys haven't had any problems, marriage problems?
No.
Everything's good?
Mm-hmm.
You've been married 4 years?
Yeah. 4 or 5. Yeah, I guess it's 5. I think we're 97.
So you were married in 97?
I believe so.
The few times you walked in the park, you said that you have seen campers, bums or whatever. And has Laci ever complained to you about somebody bothering her?
No, I mean, like I said, no, and I don't think it's ever come up to her and accosted her in any way. She has times that she's felt uncomfortable, and thankful she has the dog. We've called, the police a couple times about people down there just to get them to move on. And it's not uncommon for Laci or myself to, wake one of these guys or ladies up and tell them to get lost.
The dog, she's glad to have the dog, but the dog is, I got two.
She's very protective for.
Are they?
I mean, if I'm in the yard and a guy comes up to me, the dog is fine. But it's been in the past when someone approaches her in our yard at least, that he's very protective of her.
He looks like he's been around the block, been around a while.
Yeah, he's an old boy.
Is he yours or?
Yeah, she got
before
it
the
for
marriage?
me. Like a month after we knew each other. She
Oh,
brought
really?
it home as a gift.
As a pup?
Yeah.
Oh, but he looked older than 5 years old.
Oh, yeah, no, he's 8.
Is he?
8 or 9.
What's the dog's name?
Mackenzie.
These numbers. Guy,
Yep. Fella's there.
is he just a friend?
Yeah, good friend of ours. He, that's his right, the 976.
No, his one that just came up, Guy, so I don't know what his number was.
That's 765. Yeah, so that's guys.
Oh, is it 765-5544? Who's 619?
That is San Diego, so when I tried to call my parents,
Okay, did you get a hold of them?
no. I'm not sure if that was the mobile phone. They don't answer the phone very well. 20, what do we have? Okay, that's when I tried to call my brother, Joe, in San Diego.
You didn't get through?
No. I got some weird message. It was a business of some sort, so the number's wrong in our phone book.
I'm a 480.
480. I don't know.
Greg Reed.
Friend of ours.
Yeah, Sal, that must be your dad.
Yeah, Greg Reed owns the house. You look at our house to the right, that's his grandmother's house. He owns that. He came over and opened it up for the officers. He lives a bit away from us.
605.
Gosh, I don't know. Oh, 605, that's Renee Tomlinson.
That one the French?
Yes.
How about 883?
We got a call just for one. That's got to be in here. I would have, if I had the phone book, I could tell you.
That's okay. How about 510?
That surprised me too. That is what area code is that?
That's Oakland. Or it's even it's Livermore too.
Yeah,
Pleasanton, Oakland.
I forget who's. It's one of the friends, and it's weird that he had that number here.
Or maybe it's his own, it could be his work cell phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Right.
But
I've had called before.
these are received calls.
Okay.
So you received a 604.
No, from Brian. Is there time on here?
Yeah, it does. I didn't go through all the times, but.
$510, could that be Woodland?
I don't think so. No, that's not Woodland. It's okay.
What is, I mean, I remember seeing it and wondering who it was, and it was someone familiar to me when we talked. I don't know, I'll have to ask him, but.
I'm curious, what, Maggie was there on, or Maggie and Marguerite, but she was there on Monday, and obviously she did a lot of work, but the towels were filthy. Why was your wife mopping on Tuesday morning?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, she was pretty fastidious about it though,
Was she?
with the dog and the cats and her, doing the Christmas deal. That was pretty common.
Was that gonna be at your house?
Tomorrow, or today, rather.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, she always had the vacuum and mop out.
Okay, so that isn't unusual.
No,
You haven't fired any guns today?
no. So, not since Columbine.
Would you be willing to, well, you showered already, you said, right? When you were in Lone Pine, you said you tried to fire that handgun once?
Yeah.
But what happened?
It's clicked.
Just clicked?
Yeah. I ejected that round, and the second one clicked also. I think I ejected it. Yeah, I know I ejected it. Second one clicked.
You said you did fire, you must have, did you get a pheasant?
Oh, yeah.
Would you be willing for me to take a gunshot residue off your hands?
Sure, no problem. Outboard exhaust show up as gunshot residue or something different?
What, exhaust?
Yeah, from that outboard.
Well, you showered after you said, so I'm not thinking this is even a good thing, but no, it wouldn't. Peterson?
Yes.
Scott? Would you be willing to take a polygraph?
Sure.
So what you're telling me, Scott, is you have no idea where this is. Okay, I have a couple concerns. One is the cell phone call that you made. That if you listen to it, that call was made at 12:17. The first one you made from Berkeley.
Yes.
You
I
said,
think it's from the vote.
no, you said 2:17, but the timestamp on the call says 12:17. Meaning to me,
You saved it, right?
I say,
Saved today at 12:17 a.m.
without that said. No, let me listen, because I
You had
I
heard it
didn't say
the first time.
Oh, really?
I saved it, or then you saved it, I handed it to you, and you saved it. If it said yesterday at 12:17, you'd be right.
Right.
But
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
yeah, these are when I
I say,
initially listened to it, it said received at
it did,
12:16 or
or 2:16.
Yeah.
All right. The only, just to eliminate you as a suspect, you'd be willing to take that, shut it off. Would you be willing to take a polygraph?
And they're accurate,
Yeah, I mean, it's not nothing that can be used against you, but yeah, I believe they're accurate.
right? Yeah, no, I'm certainly willing.
Wouldn't be now, it'd be, a day or two or a week, you can think about it, but
No,
it's just like the next step in this thing.
Sure.
Really, what's left is the flyers, the canvas tomorrow, the media coverage. What concerns me the most is the fact that your dog came home with a leash on. That bothers me,
No question.
yeah.
What concerns me most is doing anything I can to further progress.
I appreciate that. And I don't want you to hold it against me. I mean, sometimes I hate asking.
You got to do it.
But I really do have to do it, and, I mean, I understand, I'm glad you have a strong support system.
Yeah.
And I'll give you my numbers and my cards, but there's a lot more we can do right now, other than canvas.
But we can do a lot.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, I mean, I've asked you a couple times what to do, so I have the answers to that, so we're gonna go do it.
And so, yeah, there's, all we can do now is make people aware of the problem, the situation. And hope that somebody saw something or knows something.
The only question I have, what about resources available? You saw my mother-in-law tonight, You saw some of my wife's friends,
You know,
myself,
for,
counseling, that kind of thing.
that's,
Can you give us some numbers, or do I have to search them out?
no, I can give you those numbers. I just don't know, I mean, you're probably not gonna get any answers today.
Yeah, no, I mean, but,
It's Christmas, I mean.
yeah, of course. So, and there's no need to call it by,
Today,
we find Laci in the next days,
no, I agree. Yeah, I'll give you those numbers.
God willing.
That's my number, my cell phone number, and I'll get you the number to the victim services. Now, where do you wanna go?
Oh,
Tonight.
physically, back to my home?
Okay, give me 1 second. Hopefully they're done over there.